Well, the news of the death of celebrity chef and journalist Anthony Bourdain has shocked a lot of people. MTN's John Amey talks with people in Butte today who had a chance to meet him when he stopped there 2 years ago.
In October of 2015, Anthony Bourdain stopped in Butte with a film crew to shoot an episode of the CNN travel show Parts Unknown. It was clear the late celebrity chef and journalist made a lasting impression on those he met.
And I found him to be really interesting, cynical to a fault almost. You know, he had a healthy cynicism, but he was the kind of guy I'd like to spend more time with.
Amanda Curtis remembers talking with Bourdain about Butte's rich labor history.
He was great to talk to. He was kind. He was really interesting and engaging. I could have sat there and drank whiskey with him all night. I was just so pleased with the way he portrayed the Montana and the Butte that I know, and I felt just so proud to be from here.
For Don Andrews, Bourdain was his idol because he wanted to be a chef. He met him years earlier in Portland, but didn't have a piece of paper for an autograph.
And so I just took off my hat and I had him sign my head, and I was so excited. I ran home through the Portland rain. I was going to take a picture of it with my camera, but by the time I got home, the rain has just made it run, and I just looked like a deranged clown.
Those who got a chance to meet with Anthony Bourdain during his visit to the mining city said he was genuinely interested in Butte's labor history. They also said he had a bit of a zest for excess and somewhat of a dark side.
I think he went through a whole bottle of the Never Sweat while we were shooting that scene.
Remember, he was kind of dark. You know, whatever the subject was, he would sort of pull out the most sort of darkest, option of conversation, You're talking about the history of the United States, and he would start talking about genocide, that kind of thing,
Those who met this great storyteller were shocked by his apparent suicide, but Don Andrews won't call it a tragedy.
I don't think of his death as a tragedy, because I think of his life as such, a magnificent thing. I think it's the end. And all stories have to come to an end. It doesn't make it a bad story.
In Butte, John Amey, MTN News.
Anthony Bourdain was 61 years old. His death has been confirmed as suicide.